Hello and welcome to another exciting I803866SX stream. I am your host, Jesse, I803866SX / Bob, depending on who you are. And speaking of the devil, hello Trina, thank you for joining. Yes, so we need a light, first of all. So let me go work on that little problem while we all wait for friends and well-wishers and enemies to gather in. Maybe. There we go. There's some light. So yes, we have a network equipment stream. So in a sense, you have to choose one of these 5 pieces of equipment that are going to be put back into action. So the church that my mother works at needs networking help badly. I'll draw that out in a little bit, but before I go on, whatever your opinion on politics and religion, it's a standard thing I have for this channel. Whatever they might be, please keep it to yourself. Any hate speech or anything like that, or trying to rile people up, I will ban you instantly, so just keep that in mind. We're here to do IT work, at least in this case it is, and welcome to Tevelip. I apologize if I butchered that pronunciation. But yeah, so let's get right into it as we normally do. And let's see here. We already blew it. I swear, if this turns into a comedy of errors, I'm not doing any more streams. So I'm just not meant to do them, but let's see if anybody can catch on the pattern of what is wrong with this picture that I'm about to draw. Oh, no, I do not want to remove that camera. So here, in my highly technical drawing skills here, we have the church. We have we'll call this a nano beam. I did not go to school for drawing, so there's that. We got the school or office, what you ever want to call it. And we got another ubiquity nano beam, and these are broadcasting. There's an AP here with a guest. And we'll call it the production network. Same here. I suppose we should go. This would be the router. Really? All right, I'll be right back because I'm getting a phone call that we need to do something about right now, apparently. So go on a minute, please. Alright, my apologies on that. Anywho, so back to my drawing. I know Apple doesn't technically make routers, but yeah, this is the Apple airport or whatever. That's what they have at their office. And then you have the Ubiquiti going back and forth here. If your church, you have your guest and your network, which both have passwords on them, which that's not terrible, but I didn't give away the hint. What is wrong with this picture? Mind you, there are absolutely no managed switches here. So that means one VLAN. This access point is configured as one VLAN. So these two can talk to each other. This one's given out to vendors and everyone else that wants to go use their Wi-Fi. That's a serious problem. So yeah, that's what the switch is for, so we can eliminate that problem. So let's see what we got here. So yes, so here are our switches. This one way too old. Out. Yeah. Actually, let's take one that's absolutely out of the picture as well, and I'm sorry. Okay. This one is old and evil. Out. No comware. At least not that age, anyway. It just won't stop. Okay, good. Hopefully that's the end of the distractions, because I'm getting really annoyed. So we're down to 3 switches. We have a HP Comware, we have an HPE Aruba, and we have a Cisco 3850, a basic model. Now, here comes rant number 1. What I see today at the school side, I see phones, ordinary PoE phones. They're got a network port attached to them, and they got this stupid wall wart. Ugh. Okay. They got that going, so yeah. PoE eliminates the need for that, so we're going to find out in the next few seconds here. I got to find a network cable. If this phone will turn on, this Commodore candidate may work. This is technically in support by HP yet. Hold on, I got to find a network cable. Oh, here we go. Here's a network cable. Didn't have to go far. Hooray. Now we're plugging in. This is... All right. Survey says nada. I thought these were PoE. Need more light. Oh, never mind. This is not a PoE model. No, sir. Out you go. That one's out. Which probably in this retrospect is a good thing. Because, God forbid, I get hit by a bus or something. There's not that many Commodore experts out there. And now we got to get a different power cord. So, all right, let's get rid of this power cord. You get to see probably more bid than you ever wanted to. All right, whatever. So, yes, bear with me while I go get more power cord. Yes, so network switches have cords like that, or some of them do. Well, it can't say. They have that notch in them, so that's something you'll come across with the heavier duty switches. And the 3850 is definitely a heavier duty switch, and the 2920 is no slouch either. So we gotta power this thing up. And oh, actually, where's the console port? Good question. Let's switch views for a minute here. Oh, Amber from Tech and Brocha had a really good idea. Uh, there's a reason behind that is because the church doesn't have anything of that sort. And I have a feeling I'll go to hell if I present him with such vintage hardware. Alright, so... Oh, that's in the way. Can we get it out of the way? So the good news is the switch does come up. Now the funny thing is, Amber... Oh my... Amber that swears. Technically, that's correct. I swear that the Apple salesperson came to the St. Rose School and sold them all Macs. There's plenty of 2012 Macs to go around. There's Apple APs or whatever they want, the little airport modules all over the place on the school side. Oops, wrong computer. Oh, this was I got no idea. Uh-oh. I don't know what the password is on this one. Oh, shoot. Shut up. Well, before we dink around with that for an extended period of time, is it PoE? It is. Phone come up. Okay, great. So that's a candidate. There is definitely a password on this, but... Okay, so I gotta figure out what the password is in this thing. Okay, shit, I know. Did I forget to factory reset this switch before I took it? Okay, we're connected at 96 baud. Cool. Da, 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 da. You're gonna have to see my super secret, which does not show. Okay, never mind. Forget what I said. So yes, I did not factory erase this thing, so let's do that. Hold on, I gotta think about this here. Reset. Ah, there we go. That should do it. That's some old Commodore stuff right there. So we wait for this to reboot. So I only have one power cord, so we can only work one switch at a time. But it appears that these do reboot fairly quickly. Now, this particular unit is a J9729A. Now, fun fact about the early Aruba stuff. We're not talking about Mexico for the record, but yeah, this was basically marketing got to the Aruba stuff in the early days. These are basically Pro Curves with black spray paint and a fancy logo. That's the primary difference here. And there may be some possibility of some Comware and some Pro Curve stuff merged into one to some degree. Nope. Uh-oh. What? Yes, I saw your Discord. Shoot. Okay. Saw your Discord, Trina. There's no secrets here. All right. Why are you not taken? Did I not do the proper remote? Okay. Hold, please, while I figure out how to factory reset one of these. It's been a very long time. Let's see. Aruba 2920. Oh, that's an interesting way to do it. Oh, wait. Let's see here. Let's try this. Config. This seems like a erase all. Okay, great. It's very similar to the late day, the present day Aruba stuff. Oh dear God. Let's see what it comes up with here. Now, full disclosure, I'm not actually going to configure this from start to finish. I might patch it to the latest available patch. I'm not sure yet. I don't know how means we have to do that here just yet, but I'm pretty sure this compact LTE is not going to play nicely with the modern web interface. I don't know. Now that we actually factory reset this guy, it might take a hair longer to come up. Well, since this is out of the question, let's get the object of evil off of the desk here. Now, there's an idea, Trina. We could go Apple Talk with a cobbler switch. That would be something. That would be a one unholy combination of hell. This is exciting. I wish I had another camera handy for this. Oh, maybe I do. Hold on. I can... Hold on. I have the plugins. Let's see if we can do this. We are broadcasting. Right now, that's our current situation. Oh, we're decompressing. And it looks like we are up. So, okay. So, back to that. Glad that broadcasting works a lot nicer now. That's cool. Why is it doing this still? You gotta do a right, erase all 0 eyes. That name should not be in there. Okay, we're gonna try this again. And now let's go look at our fancy little lights. So this thing's lit up like a Christmas tree right now. This is exciting. I just want to upgrade the darn patch. That's all I want to do. It's not that hard, right? Right. But yeah, that's what we got going on there. So we're going to wait for that to come up. But yes, in a sense, one way or another, we are going to correct the sins of the past. One of the things that bother me, we're going to go into the grind my gear session here in a little bit. When people set up networks, or IT professionals set up networks, the worst combination that I have found is my boyfriend or girlfriend knows computers. That's what this situation at the church is, basically. They threw in a bunch of equipment, which it's not all bad, but maybe the Apple salesman threw it in. I don't know, but they said, yeah, we could get a guest network, and they didn't understand the nuances of networking to do that. I see this all the time. It drives me crazy. Now, if a high school student or a college intern or somebody that's just starting to get in the networking field did this, I'm not mad at you. My hat goes off for you for trying. But this is a lesson of don't let random people touch your network. All right. Well, that rant wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. All right. So we are looking for Aruba firmware. Which thankfully is really easy to get for the most part, unless the HP changed that in the last couple of days. Cool, I guess. Congrats. Give me my damn Switch firmware, please. Oh, gosh. Well, I didn't expect to be zeroizing. May have to whip out my work laptop for this one. Or, wait a minute. Do I? And despite the sound here, I am not at the airport. That was yesterday. And Monday. Yeah, that was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It was this week. Okay. I am not at the airport. It just sounds like a jet's taking off. Holy moly, laptop. You are too slow for your own darn good. Okay, we are going to just... Oh, did you finally do something? That's great. I don't want to. I may have to go dig out the work laptop for this. Because I want to see what we can get for firmware for this thing. Oh, there we go. Ah, HP, you're going to make it hard for me, aren't you? Let's see. Let's try this again. I don't recall having to sign in anything, but that doesn't mean that has since changed. I don't know. Here we go. Drivers and software. Here we go. That's cool. Okay, we gotta go get on the HPE networking portal. So they are putting this behind Geo paywall. We're zeroizing. Okay. Let's get an account. I'll put my personal account on there. It's cool. I don't care. We need a lower uppercase. Okay, we got uppercase. Cool. Okay. We don't have an organization. I am talking to myself because that's a cool new thing to do. I have a feeling this would be a better, more appropriate for, say, joining somebody else's stream, but it is what it is. No. No. What? Alrighty then. I already exist according to this. That's neat. Mm. Oh, come on. That's not very nice. This is what we call a dick move. Man, this little Aruba's gonna take all my time up, I have a feeling. Yeah. Your account needs further review. Okay, two can play this game. Very well, two can play this game. We have technology. Ooh, we also have an IBM ThinkPad. WB. New. Okay, this is special. Don't worry, I'm going to so fix this wagon of this thing. I promise. We're going to fix its wagon. We have government credentials that all but guarantee that I can go get this stuff. Now, how do we get it to... Well, that's a problem for a later time, but... I hope I'm not showing that screen, because I just put a bunch of personal information on the screen I shouldn't have. No, I just did it. Is it an S2E4 file we're looking for? Ha! I knew it! I knew it! We downloaded a firmware for this on December 13th. I told you it was going to fix its wagon. I told you. Tried to tell it. Didn't want to listen to me. It's actually surprisingly small firmware. Actually, if I see if I can get this to get smaller here. Okay, so I think that doesn't show any identifiable information. But yeah, I'm going to show you something kind of cool here. So if you look at the ones that say WB and WC, those are the old Pro Curve style Aruba switches. The ones that say Aruba CX that's their wave of the future. Look at the size of the firmware difference. That's crazy. Just wanted to point that out. Oh, hey, David Starbuck, welcome. You are not missing out much of anything here. We're factory resetting a Aruba 2920 switch, and I'm going through creative means to get myself some firmware for said switch. Okay, I know that I maybe did not do it on this computer. I don't know. It's a lie. Okay, well, guess what? We got two can play this game. Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, so we're down to two switches here. I'm going to look at another switch here, which I will eventually point the camera back. A Cisco 3850. If I can get some kind of software for it that's somewhat up to date, I'm probably going to end up using that because it's just, God forbid, if I get hit by a bus or the mafia comes after me or whatever may happen. It'll be a lot easier for somebody to go pick up a fumble on a Cisco switch than it would be an Aruba switch. Hey, smart like that. I don't know what my password is. I hope it's what I'm about to type in. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Oh, wait, I have that phone with me. No problem. Verify with Duo. This is the most I've used a phone on stream in a long time, and I'm kind of embarrassed for it. Now, I would show getting the firmware here, but this is some proprietary information that I cannot put out to the world, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, that's definitely not the model number, but we'll put 3850. We'll see what comes up. I have no idea what this switch actually is. It's a 3850 that's below me, but I'll blaze while I look on eBay, because the bottom one, the Cisco came from eBay. It is a WS, it is a 3850-48U. This must be, oh snap, I don't know which view it is, but 48U-S. Okay, no problem. Okay, the seller did properly label this, so that's appreciated. Okay, so set the software, iOS XE software. Let's see if it lets me, oh, it's gonna let me get it. And there is a firmware update for, oh, hey, Kibbs, welcome. You missed the part where I talked to myself. It doesn't, oh yeah, that seems right. Okay, we're gonna go get this one. I'm actually really shocked. Just for the record, Cisco's letting me download the firmware with very little clearance here. HP made me jump through a bunch of hoops. Oh, and the jet is going off. I was going to say, if we could do this real quick, we could see Christmas tree lights going off. Maybe? That's our current situation right now. We got Christmas tree syndrome here. Yeah, if I get the latest firmware on these, I'm going to be very happy with the end result here. Cool. Okay, we're going to... That firmware is fairly up to date, too, so I'm actually kind of shocked by that, because Cisco, I thought, pretty much... It's not actually HP. It's actually HPE, which is Hewlett Packard Enterprise. That's their server storage networking division, and actually the switches themselves, at least the Pro Curves and the original Arubas, they're actually pretty nice to work on. It used to be pretty easy to get firmware for them. They support them for a long time. The Aruba CX, I'm not... I don't hate them, but I don't love them either. They're just a lot more expensive, and just they're not as nice on the commands as the original Arubas were, but yeah, that's just what you got to deal with. Don't hate the small business ones either, but since this is not part of PH or whatever it is, let's get rid of that, and we are... Oh, it's still continuing. Okay, this is fun. Yeah, so HP, their networking storage solution that actually, on October 1st, 2015, that's when they actually separated the two entities. So here's a fun little story. So I was down in Texas, in Austin, Texas, at the time, when this all went down. I was in the middle of getting my HP tipping point certification, which is, hold on 1 minute. I'm going to show you what it's worth today. All right, this is an HP tipping point certification paper right here. It's basically the same thing today. Actually, this roll of toilet paper is actually worth more. So yeah, I was in the middle of that when I first came. Oh, we're ready. When I first, my first week there for the certification, it was HP. And then the day of the test, oh, it's HPE now. Oh, you got the you passed. Congrats. We'll mail you a certificate. Never happened. Oops. Right? Although this probably can do more of that function for a longer period of time. It's probably smoother. Okay, enough about that. But now the A+ certification is still more useful than a tipping point one. But yes, so a couple of years later, the tipping point division was bought out by Trend Micro. I don't know what they're doing today. I frankly don't give a rat's behind what they're doing today. So yeah, let's see, show over. And the firewalls always needed to be rebooted. And that, oh my God, is another story is going to come up. All right, okay, so for some reason, we are still showing that name, even though it is not named that anymore. It kept the name. That's weird. Whatever. Let's see. Let's do a conf t. Let's see. Host name 2920. There we go. No more PH, whatever the heck we got going on there. All right, so now at this point, we see that it's an untagged DHCP boot P. I don't trust that. So another pop quiz. What is the busiest day of the year for an average casino? It's considered a holiday in most of this country. It's actually New Year's Eve. I won't leave in suspense for that one, but why does that matter? Why do we care about New Year's Eve? Why do we care about the casino? Well, it's an excellent question if you're asking that. Well, even if you're not, I'm going to answer it anyway. So, remember when I said these tipping points just randomly decide to lock up after a certain period of time because reasons? That happened on December 28th one year. And the general manager at the time freaked out and said, Jesse, you're going to stay here through the entire duration of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We'll put you up in hotel. I was like, okay, whatever. So I had to stay. 1 year I spent my New Year's at work because the GM was afraid that the switch was going to die again. Yeah, they were piles of shit. And I don't care if my monetization goes at this point for that. But anywho, so yeah, after that reign of air is over, they went to Fortinet and they haven't looked back ever since. All right, so oh, you know what? You need to see what I'm seeing here, don't you? That would be good, right? Yeah, well, I got another Linux story, but I probably shouldn't go crazy on the stories and the rants here, as I'll probably get myself in trouble if I go on many more. But yeah, anybody that thinks that Linux is on its way out, and yeah, granted, there's some things it can't do. There's some things, there's some nuances you have to get used to, but oh, you know what? I missed a trick here. Oh, nope, hold on. We need to make that something other than 2. We're just going to make that 12. But yes, I actually had a network admin told me that Linux was on its way out, thank God. But, huh, buddy? You sure about that? Oh, shoot. I made 2 blunders. This is fun, right? So what I'm trying to do is prepare for the upgrade of the firmware. On Aruba land, it's pretty easy. But first, I need to get the other guy here. We gotta go. You're not gonna see this part, unfortunately. VLAN 1 IP address 192.168.12.254. Ah, it does let me do that. Great. I gave my switch an IP address of 192.168.12.254. I made it 24-bit subnet, which allows for 250 some usable addresses. And I grabbed the worst possible laptop for this. Ah! Okay, so we're pinging. That's great. That's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we want. Yes, I know Amber, that swears. I see that an Activate Windows has come up on this laptop. Deal with it. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go. So to upgrade these switches, their firmware is very easy. So you just got to type in go into your any modern day web browser, or if we're in the old days of 10 years ago at my DataWorks days, we call it a real web browser. But Internet Explorer is since dead, so we don't have to worry about that. But this looks a little bit different. Okay, so that's interesting. I wonder if we gotta log in. Why are you not doing anything? Uh-oh. Nothing's clickable. Okay, that's odd. Oh, shoot. Let's connect to the Wi-Fi quick, shall we? We're going to use Trina tactics to try and conceal some of my stuff here, anyways. Okay. That's not what I'm going K to. I'm not going K to you, Kibbs. I'm just trying to wonder why my Wi-Fi card is not doing a thing on this laptop. I probably disabled it like a fool. Well, we can go back to this. Okay. Try and make sure I didn't disable it or something along those lines. Okay, we're going to delete, uninstall, reinstall it. Just because something is messed up with it and Windows is being stupid. Uh-oh. Now I've done it. I'm a sysadmin of heart there. You know, there's going to be rude moments. Still says the Wi-Fi's turned off. What? Why? PETA. You are a total PETA. Okay. Two can play that game. Let's go get another browser. I'm going to be very upset if I don't get to the Cisco, or at least start on it. Okay, that should do. That's good enough, right? Yes, good, great. Okay. Yeah, it actually, it depends on what you do. David, absolutely, it just works. And especially if it's a server platform, I try to use Linux as much as I can, to be honest. It's job security, if nothing else, you know. Unfortunately, my current job, I can't use that as job security because everyone else at least knows Linux enough to be dangerous, or that's the only downside to going to the place that I went to. But in the last organization, I was the Linux guy until we have, or now they have another one. So actually, at one point, we had two Linux guys, so that was cool. But well, I'll tell you this, Trina, this laptop, it's a 3rd gen or a 2nd gen Intel processor in it. Yeah, it's an i5. So who knows? Maybe there's some incompatibility with it that is lurking deep. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. So we just go down to System, Firmware, and we find our file. This is very easy. And we gotta find the WB. Is it not on here? And we upload. Oh yeah, Windows, the LTSC versions of Windows are actually very useful. They actually do have a purpose behind them. Yeah, a lot of like kiosks and let's say computers that literally have one function. That's exactly what Windows 10 LTSC was originally made for. And oh, okay, cool. That's easy. So we're going from 16.10.15 to 16.10.25. So how do I reboot this? I think, oh, no settings. We are missing something here because it allows me, supposed to allow to reboot here, but let's see here. Or we could do this the old-fashioned way, and you know what? Wait a minute. It does. Hot damn. Sorry, Compaq. I don't feel like needlessly swapping cameras tonight, so. I just realized this CF19 has a serial port on it. I just pulled the serial cord on it, Kibbs. There's nothing, that's not going to hurt it. And I have putty on here. Hot damn, something's working in my favor. Can it be? Can it be? Tell me it doesn't work, then we're going to have to go back to the old fair and true LTE, but we can do that if need be. Let's make sure this is, I assume this is port COM 1. Oh, it could be COM 2. Let's try COM 2 before we go into a panic, shall we? Oh, yes. And what? The power has not been pulled, and I don't know if that isn't it. I don't know what cable you're referring to. Maybe the COM port doesn't work. Maybe this is too good to be true. All right, make me work for this. I just unless I can somehow reboot it from the GUI. Oh, right there. Duh. Reboot. Okay, I made that way harder than it should have been. I could have sworn the serial port worked just fine on this, but ugh. Yeah, everything's correct there. Let's try COM 1 real quick here. Well, we got our jet engine again. Fun. Yeah, we're going blind here, folks. Sometimes you gotta go by the seat of your pants in this industry. Oh. Now, the serial port is not responding for some reason. Okay. My friends. Hello, my old Compaq friend. Welcome back from your demotion. You've been re-promoted, and you got to see my thinning hairline. There we go. 2024. So let's do a show version. Okay, the boot ROM is not a big deal, but yes, we are on 16.10.25. So, yeah, okay, that one's good to go. So, Hale, let's move on to the Cisco, which is going to be more fun because there's no fun graphical user interface with these. So, we are now going to the 3850. This one is going to be even louder, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, don't disappoint me like that, man. Oh, I should show you a fun little glitch. See, on the 38, it might be the 3850. If we plug this in, if your network boot is just stiff enough and hits this button just... Oh, sorry. Comedy of errors, folks. Okay, I'm going to show you a 3850 thing here. So if this boot here, if it's stiff enough and it hits just right on this button, you're going to factory reset your switch. And for some reason, oh, we are not plugged in. Durr. Hold on 1 minute, please, while I undo my terrible mistake. It's on the back on this one, I believe. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. We got it right. I have no idea how long these actually take to reboot, even though I have a bunch of these at work. So that's fun. We're looking to get rid of them this year. They are approaching the end of life. But yeah, well, we can afford new ones where I'm at. The church can't so much. Let's see. I should read this screen. Hey, Linux! We're using Linux. Well, we're going to use this one by default. Actually, I'm strongly leaning towards using this 3850. Oh, welcome, Francois. You just missed me blabbing about nothing and upgrading a firmware on an Aruba Switch. No Nintendo Switch. The latest Nintendo technology in this house is a Super Nintendo. As for that, I'll send you the 3-com Switch over to your way, and I'll introduce some evil into your livelihood. Okay, come on. While we're doing that, there are additional steps that we have to do because it's not quite cut and dry with the Cisco. Keep calling it Comware. I don't know why I keep calling it that, but whatever. Anyway. Is there a Wi-Fi switch on this? There's something that I'm missing. What's that? I know not what I do sometimes. I really need to get this thing on the internet briefly. Oh, wait. What is this? What is this component? And now 386SX is tearing apart a tough book. Ah, it is on. What hell? Wireless switch is on. Okay, so for some reason the wireless does not want to go on this thing, but whatever. Because I need to get a TFTP server on this thing somehow. I have no idea what kind of file that is. I hope we're not going to run into a surprise. But, oh yeah, we got a bunch of lights on the switch now. Let's reverse. I think we're going to use a different laptop for this. This is very, very annoying, and I'm really just over it. Oh, okay. This will be a fun thing we got to undo. This was a stack. Do you work? We'll go a little bit more retro today. IBM ThinkPad, which is a wee bit bigger than what I am expecting. I think TFTP works on XP. I hope it does. Because I'm running out of laptops to go get. Oh, wait, this one's in a loop. Okay, we are in a crisis situation right now. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so let's fix that problem first before we worry about any firmware problems. Is plug in that other laptop, I suppose. Okay, it is factory reset, so that's good. Yes. Turn to get started. Oh. This is fun. I just want to enable. Okay, show ver. Let's see. Okay, this is getting really annoying. I think I'm just going to have to let this duke it out. All right, 1 minute, please. If you are plugged in, we can use you. Ah. Okay. Our laptop answers have been solved for now. And this one's as small enough of a screen where I can see my stream and chat. Let's see. So this is on 16.12.7. So we may not have to do anything here. That's a pretty high version for a 3850. Get my password in this other machine here. I kind of feel like that guy that spins around on the chairs in King of the Hill. I can't think of his name. So not too terribly far behind. That's not bad. But first thing is first, we need to fix that stacking problem before we do anything else whatsoever. Ooh, switch from stack. Let's go. Let's see what it all has here. So this is switch 4. Let's do a show run, or show IP interface brief. Let's see, oh, that only shows the 4. Okay, so we are going to do this way. We're going to do a conf t, And we're going to go no switch. I think that's how it works. 4, renumber. Or is it switch 4, renumber 1? If I could spell it. 4, provision. No. I don't want to go through this. Okay, WS/C3850 48U. I have never run with this. Okay, that's not quite right. We gotta. This is fun. Let's do show switch. No, we already did show switch. No switch 4. No kidding. Switch renumber 1. Nope. Okay. Well, this is not what I'm used to here. I've never had to do this before. So. Oh, we should have did this. Whoops. No switch stack, so that should have worked. 4. Stack member 4. Okay, that's fun. No switch 4. Provision. Oh, geez. Okay, this is fun. I only see is the switch number 4. That's. Can I renumber the switch? So we do need to fix this before we do anything else. In order, so switch renumber. 4. Ah, it does that. Ah, that's special. Oh, boy. That is... No switch 4? Ah, shoot. Okay. Maybe we'll do this. I don't like doing this. WS/C3850 48U. Let's see what that does. This is great, guys. I should have did a show IP interface brief, but yeah, we got the right interface on there. So that was I was making. Oh, we have no switch. We still have switch stack 4 though, which I wonder if we reboot it, what happens. So let's just do that. We'll reboot it. And we'll see what happens. Let's just reboot it. Let's do a right mem and we'll reboot it. Uh-oh. A lot of junk email today. Alright, so unfortunately the 3850 takes a month of Sundays to boot. Which is super annoying. I also knocked over a pile of discs, which didn't help matters. Oh, there they are. Okay, there we go. Work on this problem. We lost a bunch of discs when I knocked everything over. Shoot. Just bear with me. Number 6. Number, I don't know what 4. That's number 4. Okay, disc gate is figured out. The battery's charging pretty quick on this laptop, I'll give it that much. And just for those, don't die on me, laptop. So yes, the computer that I'm using this on, that's showing this hyperterminal, the battery absolutely does hold a charge as indicated here. It only says it's half charged. It bothered me a little bit, but let's maybe just run it down. It's at 62% right now. Checking for the Dedu bug. No. Checking for the multiply shift bug. Okay, that's that doesn't strike me with confidence, Cisco. Oh, yeah, let's get the TFTP server if we don't have one already. We do not have TFTPD on here. Okay, we are going to get TFTP. Yeah, what I just said. It's whatever I said. We're going to go get it. I promise. Okay, so I realize that Windows, I think, now has the ability to have its own built-in TFTP server around here. I prefer the more intuitive one. Okay, Microsoft is swearing at me. It still says it's 4. Blah, blah, blah. That's nice. Gotta move that somewhere else. I apologize. Yeah. If I can't get this one to work, it's gonna be the Aruba by default here. It's still seeing switch 4. Let's see if it actually sees. Unless I forgot to do a write mem on it, which would be very, very, very annoying. Oh no, I did not forget to do a write. Okay. Let's do Control C. Let's see if it'll let me renumber now. 4 renumber. Nope. That is not what is going. This is not going according to plan at all. This could be what we call eBay regret. Let's see if it lets me do it anyway. Nope. Let's see. Switch 4. Switch 4. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm embarrassed. I'm beyond embarrassed with myself if that's what it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was not a config command. Oops. Try that again. Okay. This is the exciting life of a network engineer sometimes. You just gotta wait for switches to get their you-know-what together. We need a network cable to go from this computer. Right now it's a stone. Oh, good night, Francois. Thanks for coming. I know it's for that if you don't sleep, we'll see you on Justin D. Morgan's stream. This stream kind of lost some velocity there. because it is unplugged. Durr, it's rebooting. If I get this firmware to upgrade, then we'll probably call it a stream. It still does not have the daddy bug or the multiply shift bug. That's good. That's always good when it doesn't have a bug. It has a feature. Well, okay, we checked for the bug. That's good. Can we do something else, please? Not that this is going to help much, but we'll make the window a hair bigger. Am I going to regret this? But yes, this is the bee's knees of the compact LTE world. This is an LTE 5000 with the active matrix display. It's a VGA display. No borders in playing DOS games. Great sound for DOS games. So if you want a great DOS gaming machine, one of these 5000, this 5000 is a great one to go get your hands on. I know there's a couple others too. And provided that the battery is not completely corroded from the inside out, you can rebuild those, as you can tell. How is our battery doing, by the way? 56. There's so much tar going on here. It's more tar on here than there is on a shingled roof. Is it that wide, or am I getting... Okay. I'm getting sick of the glare. Now tell me a bunch of stuff is down. It's okay. Oh, yeah. That's the one thing I forgot to check on this in the very, very beginning. And... oh, that just went away. You didn't reboot again, did you? I forgot to check if this switch is PoE capable. So let's figure that out now. This is going to be a bro trust me moment unless I can hold the phone high enough. May not be up yet. Alright. We're passing tests. That's always a plus. We're at 3850U. That's a plus. We got interfaces that are down and up, and please be a PoE. That's kind of the point of this whole thing. Oh! It's PoE! Cool! So, provided that this thing is not going to give us any additional trouble, I am going to say that... oh, shoot. It's still showing switch stack 4. Let's get rid of it. No switch 4. Oh, CompT. no switch 4. That's better. This has 10 gig interfaces on it, but I don't know how that's entirely possible, but... All right, so I'm going to start a continuous ping on my semi-modern PC here that I'm using for this. If I had a second screen for this unit, I would probably just use my streaming PC, but we're going to go 192, 168, 12.2T. Okay, excellent. So, show interface VLAN 1. Oh, whoops. I did not do that right. Show run interface VLAN 1. Let's fix that problem. 92, 168.12.2. And I have to spell out the whole subnet on this one. Oh, interface VLAN 1. There we go. We ain't not plugged in. We need to fix that problem too. Okay. I made my computer 54, which is not quite up yet, but... Oh yeah, so I forgot to do something here. So on Cisco, by default... let's see, can I... Hold on, I can simulate this problem. Just bear with me while I simulate a non-existent problem. So this is a fun little thing with Cisco. If you don't configure it by default, the port will turn orange, and it'll do this for about a minute. Oops. I did it. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, after a minute, it'll turn green. There's a way around that, which I'm going to show you in about 2 seconds. At least in most cases. There may be special circumstances where you may not want to do this, but I'm going to wait for the switch to turn green. We are green, so we should be able to ping this now. We still cannot ping this. Why not? All right. Oh, you know what? I have a mess up here. Let's make the default gateway .2, since that's technically what this is. Windows likes things with default gateways. I just don't get this. All right, now let's try it. Well, I had one. Maybe let's turn off the Wi-Fi. Well, that could become a problem. Fun. 1 moment. Let's see if I turn the Wi-Fi off of this machine, what it'll do. Well, it usually is easier than this. Let's see if we can do it now. No, it just still says it's unavailable. Oh, that's a pain in the backside. Unless this is not in the right VLAN. I really wanted to patch this tonight. Oh! Interesting. Okay. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. There we go. Terrific. Okay, I'm going to show you that other trick here. So, let's see. I'm going to go with, what is that port? Is that a gigabit port? Yeah, it's a gigabit. That's fine. G1048 is my. So if you put this in, if you're in a situation with some basic, I think that's the command. Nope. If you're finding yourselves having to wait a minute on an ordinary access port like we're doing here, spanning tree port fast, you plug in your thing, which I will show you as soon as I figure out how to work my phone. I am using my daily driver phone as to demonstrate this, so we unplug cable. And instead of going orange for a long period of time, we are now insta-green. So, secrets out of the bag. Yes. At last, we can upgrade the firmware on this switch. But before we do that, I don't remember if I pinged the other direction. Maybe my firewall doesn't allow ping on this machine. Hold on. Let's see. Windows Firewall. Might have that turned off by default, which is not a bad practice. Oh yes, I do have Windows Firewall turned on this machine that I'm hosting TFTP on. So now, there we go. Okay, perfect. So now we need to go do a jar flash. And this will tell us how much space is on the switch, if there is enough, which it looks like we're going to be good. So let's get that copy command in here. Oh, shoot, I turned the Wi-Fi off. That's why that doesn't work. I gotta... The thing about IT is it's not about knowing everything. It's about knowing to where to find the answer. Upgrading the switch. This will be good enough. I think this will tell us... This is a 3850, so the commands might be slightly different. Let's do if we do an install, remove, activate. Which I don't think it's going to be a problem, but let's see what it does, if anything. And this may take several minutes. Oh, there's nothing to clean. Okay, if there's nothing to clean, it's going to take hardly any time at all. So, let's get this show on ye old road. And we are going to do a copy. This is how it's done in the Cisco world, at least at this age anyway. Maybe the newest variants does a simple, nice, happy, dumb person way of doing this. 54. This is very important to keep it. This is case sensitive, just to let you know that right now. 3K underscore CAA dash universal K9 dot 16 dot 12 dot 12 dot spot dot bin, and we're going to do it. I think that's how it's done. Flash. And it looks like it's working. So, and you should be able to see, if you're using TFTP-D like I'm using, you should be able to see that file transfer go through. And I can't because my window is lowered. Oh, yeah, here we go. So this is, yeah, so it gives you a progress bar as it goes along here. And this one's not ungodly huge, so oh, even better. Somebody's. Good night, Trina. Thank you for joining. We're towards the end of this stream, anyways. Oh, what's this? Okay, so it was supposed to be software clean force, whatever. Okay, no big deal. Right now we are at 77%. %. Now, the biggest thing with Cisco, this is also true with the 9300 series and probably the 9200. When it lets me do anything, that is. We're going to do a show boot. And you want to make sure it says, oh, you can't see what I'm pointing. Packages.conf and manual boot must be set to no. This is also true with the 9300 series. Oh. All right, so initiate install mode. Oh my goodness, that is quite a command there. Let's see if we can do the. Let's see, make sure not that we see our 1612 bin files at the very bottom. That's wonderful. And very painful to do it like that, but all right, I lost my spot here. So I've never did a 3850, but apparently it's a little bit more involved. That's okay. All right, software, install, file. Idealistically, you can copy and paste this. I don't know, with this being truncated like this, it may not work as well. I don't know, but we'll see. No, it don't work. Oh, that was the right command. What? Okay, that's neat. Ah. All right, fine, I'll type it manually. It's fine. Nine dot 16.12.12.spa.bin. And we're going to do new Force. Where did that go? Verb on reboot. I think this does it. We got one shot. Oh, uh-oh. Invalid input. Software. Oh my goodness, this is a fun one. Flash cat3k underscore CAA dash universal K9 16 12.12, and be sure your caps are correct. I probably missed one somewhere. I know I just missed one somewhere because I just did it. On reboot. Oh, well, let me do that. That's fine. New auto copy. I have to research this one. Auto copy. Verbose. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it's a liar. It's a terrible liar. That's all I gotta say. So it didn't like that. It didn't like everything after all. Okay, hyperterminal is a little bit more fun than we anticipated. Okay, so switch. Initiate auto upgrade on all incompatible switches. Let's try that. No incompatible switch is found. Okay, let's do switch. All. Okay, here we go. I assume flash will be next. Ah, bah. I suppose I could have renamed this. But we don't do things like that here in the world of I803866. We just do things as hard as possible because reasons. All right, let's see. Is there anything after that? Auto copy. I didn't like that. One shot at this. I does not like that on reboot command. I'll try it like this. You know it shows it. There we go. Let's see what that does. There we go. Just because I don't want this laptop to die on me, I'm going to plug it back in. Yes, and if we go a few minutes over on this stream, I'm fine with that. Justin, you're going to have to deal. If you go over to Justin's, that's cool. If you stay with me, even better. I've never upgraded a 3850 before. This is fairly new to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I wish it gave more information than this. Usually there's some indication that there's an install going on, at least what I'm used to between the 3750s and the 9300s. 3750 series was the predecessor to this one, and the 93 is the successor. I don't know what the current Cisco switching is for. Well, like a 3560 I can still get. That's special. All right. Yeah, Cisco's yammering about a. Okay, now we're doing something. I can get a 1300. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, the 9200 is the current offering. 9300 is the current offering. Okay, great. Did not know that. Okay, that's really good to know. But yes, we're performing an install, so we're getting somewhere. Flush to media. Guess I should read the bigger screen. That would make sense. New software will load on reboot. Finish software install on switch 1. Oh! Actually, we'll do a write mem. Just to be smart. And I may be in the minority on this, but re-imaging or working with switches via the serial port is far less painful on this LTE than it is on, say, using a serial to USB unit on a modern day laptop. Because you gotta go find the flipping drivers most of the time with them. And we're just gonna go on the place that we later regret, at least in where Justin's stream, eBay. We're gonna see. So one thing I did notice is there's no ability to put SFP modules in there or go fiber optics. Let's see what they go for. FP. I don't know what the card is. Oh, $22. Yeah, that's not expensive. I see one for 40. 94. Let's see if we get a part number out of that. NM. Okay, so those little add-in modules aren't that bad if they ever decide to go fiber optic, but I don't anticipate that ever happening with this particular church. So they have the ubiquity things, and there's really only 2 facilities, so not a big deal. But we still don't have the multiply shift bug. That's great. And we may be going right to the wire. So which one are we going to use? So the Cisco 3850 and the wire. So it looks like October 31st is considered end of life for this switch that we're working on now with the 2920. Oh, it's already into support. Okay. That's going to make this real easy to provide I don't find anything weird about this. The 3850 is what's going to the church. Universal 2025 do not power cycle bootloader upgrading. I believe I'm on a UPS for the record. So if we have one of those patented central Wisconsin power outages, we should be okay. And just for you guys, since YouTubers cannot point. Since it is a Linux kernel, I will use this one. That will be the other reason why I use this switch. Just for you guys that have joined and any excuse to use Linux and any excuse to prove a point that Linux is still in use. I wonder if I didn't pay attention to the 9300s that I support have that Linux kernel on them, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. We got to do what we got to do. Switch stack is 1. Not waiting for other switches. That's fine. We got orange lights. We got fan action. And if we can ping that address, that 192.168.12.54, which is the one I made up, and we'll make sure we actually get the right software. That's always helpful. Okay, that's fine. Tell me my ports are up or down, please. Let's see. Does it say the software version on this? Not yet. There we go. We're almost there. Interface is up. That's great. Enable. And we're looking for 161212. Bingo. Hot dog. We have a winner. Oh, 68. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, great. We're up. Cool. So congratulations, Mom. You're getting a 3850 provided that they want to do any of my recommendations whatsoever. I won't go into the configuration side of that tonight, but yeah, that's what we got here. So let's, since Justin Morgan's stream is right about the corner here, I'm going to make this real quick. Don't have any other streams planned at this time. I'll figure that out as soon as I get that far. Got some ideas. We got a couple of compacts that need some attention, which, well, and I say 386. That's a shocker, right? We got an Armada 1100 that needs a bunch of parts. I'm still waiting for the floppy drive to come, which I had to get from the other side of the world. So once that comes, we can schedule that. I have a Contura that needs some onboard memory attention, so I wish Trina was still here, because I'm going to steal her thunder and do a mem test on that guy. And at that point, I don't have anything else, but I'm sure I'll figure out something here. So if you stayed and joined me, or you're watching me after the fact, this is the real basic CCNA, CCENT. I'm trying to think of oh my gosh. trying to think of my certs here, but yeah, some actual advice here before I leave. So if you are actually going for a networking certification, learn subnetting. If you can learn subnetting, it's just math in a sense. In the real the 30-second introduction to CCENT, if you can figure out subnetting, you can just memorize it long enough to take a test. That's an easy cert for you. If you want to go on to do the CCNA, that's not too bad to do either. But even if you don't have a Cisco shop, go take it if you were interested in it. That stuff translates to almost everything, even the comware stuff. I mean, show is just display. You can figure out one extra word, right? Yeah, it's not quite that simple, but the concept's pretty much there. And you can go work on any Aruba stuff. You can work on ProCurve. You can work on Dell. So, yeah, if you ever want some simulators to mess with, I'm sure I still have mine. And my email address is in the description on my page. So, yeah, just reach out to me if you have any questions about that. I'm more than happy to answer them to the best of my abilities. I will not be able to give you firmware because I don't know if that's entirely legal or whatnot. So, again, thank you for watching. I will have the next stream planned as soon as I get that far. Have a good night. Bye.